Hello, this is Brad Chandler with Allegheny Educational Systems, and this is a little tutorial for using TinkerCad. Now, TinkerCad already has tutorials built into it. They're very simple. You can go and click on Learn. You'll have to log in for yourself, create a login password, all that good stuff. But you can use a free account and create parts that you can then 3D print. And you can actually start making parts pretty quickly. So we're just going to make a very simple part. I'm just calling it a hall pass. I already have one made, but we're just going to start from scratch. So I'm going to go to Create New Design. Okay. First thing we want to do is actually edit the grid. I'd rather work in inches, so I'm going to switch that. So I clicked on Edit Grid down here in the right hand corner. I want to make my width 2.5 inches and make my height 5 inches. We're going to make this kind of a simple hall pass. So over here on the right hand side, you have some different shapes, letters, numbers, things like that. You can even download stuff from the community, things and even tools that allow you to make different parts or variations on different parts. But even just, you can build quite a bit from just the simple tools. So we're just going to grab a box, click on a box, and drag it over here. Alright, I'm going to put it there, and I'm simply going to use these dots on either side of the box in order to build the thing. Right. And you basically push or pull these things. The arrow is going to allow me to move the part, and currently my grid is set to snap to just out off screen 1/8 of an inch. So I can drag this down. I can make this as thick as I want. I'm going to make a platform that's about 1/4 of an inch. Okay, and let's just say I want to cut a hole through it. So I'm going to take the cylinder and pull that over somewhere about there, and then I want to make that 1 and make that 1 7/8. One 7/8 that way. 1 7/8 that way. There we go. Make it 1 3/4 instead. Okay. Alright, so I want to cut through this all the way, so I can grab this cylinder, I can drag it down, and basically I can just group the two objects. So I'll grab the cylinder, and then hold Shift key, grab the block. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot one thing. Make the cylinder a hole, then grab the block also, and hit group. And that cuts a hole through it. Okay. If I want to add a little something like lettering, I can do that. So I'll come down here and grab the letter P. We'll need an S, and we'll need an A. Where did the P go? And I'm just using the mouse wheel. If I hold the mouse wheel, that pans. If I hold my right mouse button, that rotates. Okay, and of course left click will allow me to select. So I'm going to grab P. Oops. Let's bring it up a little higher. There we go. And bring it over here, and I want to rotate it. So see, I have these convenient little corner arrows. I can simply grab this and rotate it about a number of degrees, and that's going to snap there for me. And I'm going to do the same thing again. Rotate and rotate. There we go. Bring that up a little higher. Okay. Line these up a little bit, and for a hall pass I don't need, so I'm going to just drag that down, do the same thing there, do the same thing here. Okay, so I'm just moving those around how I want them. And I'm just going to make a copy of this one, so I'll say Control-C and Control-V to cut and paste. And just move another one over. Okay. Now what I've done is moved my platform off to the side and increased the size of these letters and just moved them around. I can select all of them, and I can grab one of the corners in order to fit and scale these. Okay, I'll just move this out of the way so that I can see my grid. So I can move it back now that I have those lined up the way I wanted them to. Alright, so they're cutting all the way through. I don't want it to cut all the way through. I can just grab all of them. Now what we could do is either leave them raised like this and 3D print them that way, or we want it to just be sunk into the material a little bit. So again, with all of them selected, we'll make those holes, select the back piece, say group, and that will cut into those. Now maybe we didn't want to do that, or we wanted to use these and have raised over on this side, so we could say undo. We could make a copy, paste these, move it around to where we want. Now we could give it a color. Maybe line it up a little more. Select all these holding the shift button again. Okay, so that one side, these are going to be cut through. I'm going to hold that, shift, hold the whole back, select the whole back, say group, cut in, and now raised as well. Okay, you can play with all sorts of letters and numbers here, as well as other shapes, in order to make further designs or add more detail to this. Give that a bit of an edge. You can add pieces as you like. You can extend pieces lower if we look at the bottom. I can do that. Okay. Now it has this kind of grommet through it, pretty simply by adding and either adding or subtracting pieces from this. Thanks for watching.